Good morning. It is 7 a.m. and it's time to get the day started. Alright, well, it's a couple hours later because I fell back asleep and it's my day off from work, so I'm headed to Planet Fitness to wash up. Unlike a lot of other van life YouTubers or van lifers in general, I prefer to shower every day, every morning. So, yeah. Alright, so I forgot to mention that I needed to go to the gas station this morning and get some more propane and gas. Oh, I also want to apologize for all the sniffling. As you probably know, it is winter, and the sniffles are just a unfortunate side effect. Oh yeah, I also wanted to say my cold shoe mount for my microphone has not come in yet. It is unexpectedly coming from China, so I am awkwardly holding my microphone in my hand with the rest of the tripod. So, yeah, bear with me. So they lost the key to their propane cage, so we're just gonna get gas here and propane at the store. Hopefully I'm in frame, but today I wanted to record the video at a park. It's more like a baseball park. This is where the Pee-wees come to play baseball. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about the pros and cons of living in a minivan camper. I'd say the most obvious one is the standing height, because there isn't any, unless you happen to be a small person that can easily just fit into small things like that, but I am 6'1", so that is not my case. So besides not being able to stand in there, I'd say my other big con would have to be that there is no insulation whatsoever in that van, and it really shows in the winter. I know I recently made a video about how I stay warm in there, but the second my heater, my propane heater runs out of propane, I feel it. It's not exactly that second, maybe an hour later after the heat's all dissipated, but yeah, you can see my hands shaking. I should put my gloves on. I feel a little bit better now, but yeah, it's still really, really cold out here right now. Another one of my cons is the limited amount of space, which is a given. I mean, I already said that, you can't stand in there, but as far as like going the minimalistic route, you're obviously not supposed to have a lot of things, but in some cases, you just can't not have certain things that you need to survive or you need to make you happy. Getting rid of an apartment, a house, and most of your belongings, yeah, that's fine. You don't need all of that stuff, but there are still some things that you personally need to go on. It's not saying that you can't live without it, but there's some things that I wish I could have in my van that I can't. So moving into my big plans for the rest of this winter season, I do plan on rectifying that space problem quite a bit. So my pros to having a minivan camper as opposed to like a larger van or like a really long RV or something like that: you can park anywhere. That van behind me, I can put it in any parking spot. It's no trouble. I don't have to worry about overhang. I don't have to look for any double spots so that the rest of the vehicle can fit into at least 2 spots. I can go through drive-thrus. That's something that people with larger cargo vans can't always do, which in case there is ever another pandemic situation, you'd want to make sure that you can get food without having to leave your vehicle at the least, because they closed down a lot of the insides of like restaurants and stuff. So if you were stuck in a situation where you couldn't get out and get food, then you were screwed. But at least, grocery stores, you can still go inside there. But if you're a fast food eater, like a good amount of people, then you would have been suffering. I'd like to say that there's better gas mileage in my van compared to like bigger vans. I've seen some of them have to put like over $100 in their gas tank during the gas crisis. But for me, I average about $60 to $65 for my gas tank, which is still a lot, but compared to having a larger vehicle with a higher fuel consumption, that's a bit adequate. So I don't care about that as much as I would if I had a bigger vehicle to tow around. I think this last one is a bit like, not like haha, like it's I can sleep comfortably, and this is more in comparison to the lower step down to having a minivan, and that would be sleeping in a sedan. I couldn't possibly sleep comfortably in that. I've tried before. It does not work for me. Like I said earlier, I'm 6'1", and I'm a big guy, so I couldn't sleep in a sedan and find that comfortable at all. So yeah, those are all of my pros and cons to living in a minivan camper. I do want to soon travel more. It sucks that I have to be more stationary because of my working situation, but it's just not feasible for me to go out there and try to live off of DoorDash or Uber Eats or anything like that. It's just not realistic for me. I've done DoorDash and Uber Eats in the past, and Uber Eats is always disappointing, and DoorDash, it's like hit or miss. Like, you can have a really good week and then a really bad week, and I have too many bills and stuff that I have to pay for to subject myself to living that way. So for now, I'm just going to keep my regular 9-to-5 job, live out of my van at my mom's place, and yeah, just keep pushing forward. So that's it for today's video.